Yeah, what are your workouts like now?
Well, I've been doing a lot now, Devin. As we get older, it's even in your prime, hard thing to do for a human body to put on a pound lean muscle mass. I'm still doing a lot of weightlifting, but I'm doing a lot more. What we're all going to be doing later in life is rehab stuff. So I'm choosing to do things like boxing now. By doing that, you're doing constant agility drills. You're doing tons of core strength stuff. After doing that last summer, every day before summer, I went back and just weightlifting, and I was stronger than when I quit weightlifting. Because now my core strength, my neck, my ankles are solid.
Yeah.
And then of course in boxing, I lead with my left and right, so I'm learning how to use both arms to compete quickly. First of all, I learned how to taking karate in boxing. That's what that does, is teach you how to use both hands and both feet equally. But that's what I've been doing. Doing it with a guy named, I think his last name is Bawatsky or something, but it's called boxing. And here at Memphis, we do jiu-jitsu right here in Memphis. So that's what I've been doing, a lot of just boxing and maybe work myself up, maybe fighting someone about my age, my experience.
That would draw. You should talk to Bellator.
I'm gonna tell you something. It is fun too, dude. I mean, when you go to this, what I love about this environment like that right there, it's not like a weightlifting gym.
Yeah.
Nobody says, "Hey, do you want to fight?" Because everybody in there is fighting.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be, "Hey, you want to fight about it?" Yeah, we're fighting. You don't have that, and everybody in those kind of environments are laid back and cool.
Yeah.
They're not walking around like this workplace I work at.
Yeah.
MBS, there's no bullshit.
I'll get our second round here.
You go there nowadays, that's all heavy weightlifting. They make the shirts off and stuff. But nobody really in that place.
Those guys can't fight.
They don't want to fight, man. And when you talk about fighting, then they all, hey, I'm weightlifting,
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing. Going to a place from Memphis. Judo and jiu-jitsu. They actually got locations all over the United States now. The goals have 100 locations.
Wow.
So, but they're really picking up. And that's something too, Devin, and you know this as well. It is a shame to fight. The days of just the old, like in Canada, the monster gyms, or what was that in North America, the biggest gym in North America.
Golds.
World.
World, yeah.
The gym there in Montreal. But
Pro Gym.
Probably Pro Gym. But all these cool gyms like Pro Gyms and Monster Gyms and Gold Gyms, you're not seeing that anymore.
No.
It's almost the opposite.
It's all chains and yeah. So you're training just at the boxing place then and doing your own thing.
Some weights, and now what I do is I'll superset by, say, flip the tires and push the sled, do the hammer, then go over and do a set of bench press, stuff like that. Again, it's funny, when you're pulling, take that rope, put it on that sled, pull it, jerk it as hard as I can towards me,
Yeah.
or push it. Actually, my chest is sore the next day from that, and it's really you're doing back. When you're doing back, you're doing a lot of chest because you do the same motion.
Yeah.
That's chest and that's back.
Yeah, because you're resisting.
Pulling that rope, dude, the next day, my chest is unbelievable. And the thing about it, too, when I get through with that, and it's no air conditioning, you're sweating out of your pencils. When you get home at night, I get a big bowl of watermelon, and it's like I can feel every pore in my skin because I can. Just that's working out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like going in, doing a set of weight and putting it down. That's not working out. Anymore.
No. You can't have breaks in between sets. You just got to work a different muscle group for your break. Which one is yours here?
Yeah.
Mustard's like one of the healthiest condiments to eat, right? Mustard's one of the healthiest.
Well, no fat though, and also for me, a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For me, I fight with guys. I was a fat during the year all the time. These hamburger. But that muscle, I can take it when I can't take anything else.
Right.
I remember as a kid, it was funny to eat hamburgers. I took it spiritual. I wouldn't eat it because I couldn't taste anything. So at lunch, I get here to sit next to me in my lunch pass. I don't want it. I remember the kid opened up a little mustard pack. I could smell it. Man, give me my hamburger back. And then because I was hungry,
Yeah.
So then, I sort of stuck with the mustard I like mayonnaise to play sometimes, but something like this, I don't like eating my burgers. But particularly none of this, something I go back.
Is your kid still wrestling? Your kid, he had a couple matches, didn't he, at one point?
What happened on that too, David, he wasn't really wrestling. I wish I thought about it. I bought you a copy of his documentary. You know when the movie The Wrestler came out?
Yeah.
You and I both know that that's true. I guess we can even say that's somewhat mild some of the things that happen in our business.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there's other places like the place I did the documentary at,
Yeah.
in Osceola, we called it the promotion, we called it the documentary. It was about you don't cuss. You can't cuss. You can't, do things because it's for the kids and older people. Don't get interviewed with some of the good girls out in the audience. These guys, literally, this stuff, all these guys make it $5. So I asked one girl, "You guys make any money here?" "No, we're not making money." "Why are they doing it?" And she goes, "Hush." I mean, when you get that come across film, the filmmaker, I'm like, whoa, great filmmaker.
Yeah.
That's the money shot.
Yeah. You produced this?
Yeah.
Wow.
You directed it and everything.
Can people find it anywhere? Like,
Yeah,
if they
you
look
can
it up?
find it on Cyclist Promotions. It's on there. It's only 15 minutes.
Okay.
But I probably won't see it later. I'll send you a copy of it there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's really cool. But again, too, I like about that place I'm talking about. I like going to a place sometimes where you can't cuss and you can't flip people off because you're a little handcuffed. And what we look at that from someone like you and I, we look at these little small towns, that's like Broadway versus the big screen.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to do in Broadway. One is live.
Yeah.
In front of a smaller audience. And there's really your mistakes. More exaggerated.
It's actually harder to get a reaction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's easy to get a reaction when you're in front of 20,000 people, even if only 3,000 people react.
You can hear it.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
You get 50 people or 25 people, and 5 people respond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like being handcuffed like that.
Yeah.
And so we did it called promotion. And one first flag a couple years ago in MIF, MIFF, that stands for Melbourne International Film Festival. And that first place in documentary and first place in humanitarian award. And my aunt, actually, they call it Angels Bard County. She was the first person to start an AIDS clinic in the state of Florida.
Oh, really?
She was one of the people in the AIDS community. So she, actually years ago, they used to do the film festival to raise money for her because she didn't have any money, to help AIDS patients.
Yeah.
So it sort of reversed. And she had died that year, so I sort of got a humanitarian thing for her, which was really cool to me.
Is that the person you're writing the book about? Because I heard you're writing a book.
Yeah, I'm writing a lot about her, how it shaped what I was, who I really became as a person too. But something about some people too, though, and that's what that whole documentary we did, that building there. If you think about this for a second, when you're looking at wrestling, it's the same thing in a way. To be anything either one of them, first have to believe that some of the people are telling you not real.
That's true.
Think about it. How many people tell us religion's not real?
Yeah.
People tell us that wrestling's not real. Well, wrestling, even people like you and I on the wrestling side, we know it's not real, but we want to try to make it real.
Yeah.
For our fans and our fans. It's just not convinced or this is real.
A lot of people still believe it is.
Well, this is show.
Especially the mentally challenged ones.
I think sometimes the smaller people.
Yeah.
Like, and you know this yourself. And you probably had this happen to you. You say, somebody comes over, you go, yeah, in wrestling faith, and you go, yeah, wrestling faith, and they go, no, but now one time I remember. And I go, no, you just said it.
Yeah.
Faith, so don't come to me. I had just this weekend on that show in Oklahoma. My best friend said he did the wrestling, and this is really the first time he got to go in the back. But he did get to that show, and he knew it was all the work he did. There was one guy, during the show, the whole time he's getting beat up by everybody, and he's like, man, I was really getting beat up.
Wow.
You know he wasn't.
Yeah.
If you watched it long enough, you sort of buy into that story.
Yeah.
So that's what's cool about it. You know, the both of them, you know. Again, the church, you know, read at the end, you know, how the second night of sacrifice, and then he was, you know, brought up, you know, resurrected in 3 days, and how that all happens, you know how Mary saw it and didn't see, you know, someone who's learning religion, I go, man, if you leave that part out, it might be more believable. You know,
Yeah.
there's some parts about what they preach in the gospel, you know, like Sister Frank requires to, you know, we have readings.
Yeah.
Some of those readings go, man, I go, if you let that part out, it might be a little more believable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So again, what's the point of things ridiculous?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
real life.
Well, I have to believe in religion myself because I should be dead right now for many dumb things that I've done in my life.
Should have been dead going to Ottawa that night. All that.
Oh, I forgot it, but actually Scorpio told us about that. He mentioned that Triple H in China drove by you guys and didn't help. Do you remember that? That's what he said. I don't know if he was...
I never heard that till now.
Okay. Because you guys, he was looking for some of your stuff, because wasn't some of your stuff ejected from the car or something like that? Yeah. So maybe you didn't notice it and he did.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. Well, what happened that night, how that wreck happened? Me and Phil were fought in the front seat, and Doug and Scorpio in the back.
He said there may have been some smoking before.
There was smoking going on. But that wasn't what caused the wreck.
Yep.
What caused the wreck was that we had a moon move.
Okay.
Doug, who's a real quiet talker, he's trying to talk every time I try to say something. Phil keeps putting the sunroof back where I can't hear him.
Yeah.
So I said, stop, Phil, stop. So I'm doing the sunroof where I can hear Doug talk.
Yeah.
And by doing that, I'm not watching the road. And then all of a sudden you hear the tires hit those things that make that noise. And now I'm looking, what's listening? You know, it's too
Yeah.
late to fix anything, you know. That was scary, man. That's something to know, too. New York and Canada, being up there all the years of my life, these people are so rude, and New Yorkers are rude, and Canadians are rude. Those people, man, didn't save my life. They came and held me on the side of the road while I was bleeding and stuff, you know. So I said,
Oh, you were actually cut open in that. How badly were you injured in that?
well, my head hit the outside like that. We jumped
Oh.
4 or 5 times.
Okay.
But I had a seatbelt, so my head was hitting asphalt every time. That's where I was paralyzed completely on the left side of my body in my accident.
Wow.
I had to have surgery where they had to put a bone on my hip and put it in my neck so I could get the bone back in my body.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
You've had a lot of injuries.
a lot of people.
I remember I was at that show that night, and it ended up being a really bad show because you weren't there. And as you said, Scorpio and Phil and Doug, so yeah, wasn't quite as good as it could have been. I think Ahmed Johnson still made it though.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to work with him?
Well, when my the first pay-per-view, I came back and was hurting my neck. I want to say it was me, Davey Boy, and Ahmed Johnson against Vader.
Oh, was that the Vancouver pay-per-view?
It was our first time in that building.
Yeah. I remember the pay-per-view, but I don't remember the people involved.
Right. I want to say it was,
But,
I was in David's days. I think David was David's days. Ahmed Johnson was on our team. I think the other team was Vader.
If anyone knows this, write it in the comments of this
Yeah.
video.